I always get a kick out of how little that's known out there. I mean, I have very, very smart people out there, and they have questions on things like RMDs. And we do RMDs every day, and we're like, what do you mean? It's this, it's that. But we do that every single day. So there's a lot of misconceptions out there, and we certainly want to make this as informative as possible. So Chase, walk us through the standard deduction. How does that work? I think there's a lot of questions about that as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so what happened was, to relate it to the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act first, is before the standard deduction, folks were allowed to take what's called a personal exemption. And not to get too technical, but really the personal exemption was a smaller standard deduction. And what happened was with the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, when it passed in January 1st, 2018, there was a standard deduction implemented across the board in the tax code. And what that allowed people to do was take a higher personal exemption, now called the standard deduction, instead of itemizing their taxes. And I think it's a common misconception where people are saying, oh, well, I can deduct my mortgage interest, or I'm deducting real estate taxes. Oftentimes, folks are taking the standard deduction. I think Forbes came out with a statistic where it's like 90% of people take the standard deduction, which directly reduces your tax liability that you owe at the end of the year. So I think it's important to say, okay, well, at the end of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, that standard deduction actually goes away, and they're going back to a personal exemption code where it's going to be a lot less than the current standard deduction. Which I think is important because, one, we have higher taxes on the horizon, but two, we also have a standard deduction that's being reduced at the end of 2025, which can entail more taxes being owed potentially.